There is a price that almost no one talks about when discussing personal growth. Everyone wants to see more, understand more, and awaken to the truth. But very few are prepared to discover that every level of awareness comes at a cost. And the greater your clarity, the greater the responsibility of carrying what you have seen. At first, it feels liberating. You begin to understand your own behavior, recognize patterns that once went unnoticed, and identify the invisible forces that have quietly shaped your decisions for years. Suddenly, what once seemed like coincidence reveals a deeper meaning. What looked like fate turns out to be consequence. Life stops feeling like a random sequence of events and becomes a mirror reflecting who you truly are. But there is a silent side to this transformation. As awareness grows, illusions begin to disappear. You can no longer believe the same stories you used to tell yourself. Excuses lose their power. The masks people wear become easier to recognize. And perhaps the hardest truth of all, you begin to see your own mask as well. This is the moment when many people choose to turn back. Not because the truth is wrong, but because it is heavy. It is far more comfortable to stay distracted than to accept the responsibility of changing. After all, once you recognize a destructive pattern, repeating it is no longer ignorance. It becomes a choice. Once you understand what is stealing your peace, remaining in the same place requires defending what you already know is hurting you. Awareness also changes the way you relate to the world. Superficial conversations begin to feel empty. Noisy environments can no longer silence the voice within. People who once seemed essential reveal relationships built only on habit, convenience, or fear of being alone. And that realization often brings an unexpected loneliness. It is not because you have become better than anyone else. It is because you have started searching for depth where you once accepted distraction. That difference naturally creates distance. Not everyone is walking the same path. Not everyone is willing to ask the questions you have begun asking yourself. Carl Jung once said that no one becomes enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Perhaps this is the greatest price of awareness, looking inward and recognizing the parts of yourself you spent years trying to hide. Pride, fear, envy, the need for approval, insecurity. Everything you wished did not exist. Yet only what is seen can be transformed. Whatever remains hidden continues to control your life from the shadows. Awareness does not erase pain. It simply prevents pain from controlling you without your knowledge. That is why awakening does not mean living in constant happiness. It means living truthfully. It means letting go of the identities you created just to be accepted. It means understanding that growth always involves loss. The loss of certainty, the loss of relationships, the loss of old versions of yourself. And strangely enough, it is within those losses that freedom begins to emerge. Because freedom is not the ability to do whatever you want. Freedom is no longer being enslaved by your impulses. It is choosing instead of merely reacting. It is realizing that peace does not arrive when the world changes. It arrives when you stop running from who you truly are. In the end, the price of awareness may seem incredibly high. It demands courage, discipline, honesty, and, at times, solitude. But it offers something that cannot be bought: the opportunity to live an authentic life. Those who remain unconscious may experience greater comfort, but those who awaken experience something far greater. They discover that truth may be painful, but it never imprisons. Only illusion has the power to keep someone trapped forever. And perhaps that is why so few people choose to awaken, because once your eyes are truly open, nothing looks the same again. And after you have seen reality for what it is, you can never return to living as if you were still asleep.